All that I desire for Christmas is vengeance. The Forest Service has not been doing well for a while now. That has everything to do with lack of resource and personnel. We're being starved, choked out. And there for a while, they were saying, okay, you're getting less, do less with less, which makes sense. But now we're back to do more with less, a lot more than less. So in our weakened state, 2025 was just the absolute cherry on top. Now, if you think back to the Doge days, I think what most people were thinking about was those fat Doge checks that were going to come in. Those are super useful, weren't they? I think what most people saw is, Elon Musk waving a chainsaw around on a stage. But what I saw was people's lives being ruined. Pain and torment being thrust upon people with very little empathy or compassion, consideration, none of it. And what brought those people back, the people that were just ruthlessly fired for no reason, wasn't because they identified that a mistake was made. They didn't think, oh man, maybe we shouldn't fire all the ground people. No, they were brought back based off of, a technicality in the courts. And the time ran out. There was no intention to bring back those people. So here we are, post-Doge days. We lost people that we couldn't afford to. Fear and chaos spread through the ranks of the federal government. And the very people, the very powers that be that incited that fear and chaos are now asking us, like, hey, can you guys supply us a Christmas tree? The most big, beautiful tree that you can find. We want to put it on the White House lawn. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, really? Is it a joke or not? I don't get it. So I guess every year a forest of the Forest Service is tasked with supplying this tree to go to the White House lawn. And in 2026, it will be from the heart of Idaho. Now, in a meeting, when asked, Tom Schultz, who is the chief of the Forest Service, when he was asked, which species would you like? The man said western larch. And the person who asked that question genuinely couldn't tell if he was joking or not. Now, any good forester, really any good Idahoan, knows that in the fall, western larch loses its needles. It's the only deciduous pine. And it's bare in the winter. Now, I have thought a lot about this. Either Tom Schultz is a radical, wanting us to pull a symbolic stunt, or he's a businessman and politician, and he knows not a fucking thing about forestry. I guess it could be either or, and perhaps he just doesn't know how to tell a joke, but I think we should give the man exactly what he asks for. What could possibly be more symbolic than that? Sending a tree to the White House that has no crown. A tree that is sacred to the Nez Perce. A tree covered in ornaments created by the children of Idaho. something that was beautiful and thriving on the landscape that is cut short, to be hoisted up as some testament to the hubris of man, a hollow celebration. The powers that be do not care about the stewardship of the land, they care about the exploitation of the land. They do not care what it is that our children inherit. If they did, they would use the massive sum of money that it takes to make this tree, and they would use it to build seed orchards, to fulfill the massive demand that we currently have for seed, for reforestation. That would actually be a gift, something to be celebrated. But that is not what is going to occur. And I don't know really what to do about it, except for to speak my truth of how I see the matter, and you bet your ass that I will be submitting multiple submissions of beautiful western larch, flush and green in the spring. We'll see how far it goes.